Regarded by many as the greatest living actress, Meryl Streep has become a symbol of talent and resilience. The New Jersey native has graced nearly 70 films, earning the record for the most Academy Award nominations of any actor. While she continues to shine in her career, her personal life paints a more complex picture. Streep's nearly 5-decade-long marriage and 4 loving children suggest a life of fulfillment. However, beneath this surface of success lies a profound personal tragedy that shaped her journey. Early in her rising career, she experienced the devastating loss of her first love, a moment that threatened to alter not only her professional path, but also her emotional well-being. This heart-wrenching event forced her to confront grief while navigating the challenges of fame. The impact of this loss lingered, influencing her choices and performances, revealing the depth of her artistry and the strength of her spirit. The intertwining of her personal sorrow with her professional life adds layers to her legacy, showcasing how even the most celebrated figures face profound challenges. In 1978, a young Meryl Streep stood at the cusp of becoming the most outstanding actor of her generation. However, tragically, she was also on the brink of losing the love of her life. Michael Schulman, the author of one of her biographies, noted that her life during this period was remarkably eventful and dramatic. This time was pivotal in shaping both her personal identity and her career as an actor. Fitting is a word too basic to describe the little-known story of Meryl Streep's first tragic love. There is something distinctive within her, an electric current flowing in the opposite direction compared to the rest of us. This element not only amplifies her impact on the world, but also seems to transcend her remarkable talent into a different dimension. The emotional turmoil she faced during this period influenced her performances, adding depth and authenticity to her roles. As she navigated the complexities of love and ambition, her resilience shone through, marking the beginning of a legendary career that would captivate audiences for decades. Although married to American sculptor Don Gummer since 1978, the circumstances that united them and Meryl Streep's enduring love for another provide a comprehensive explanation for the couple's well-known inclination toward a private and guarded life. Streep and Gummer's relationship began in a time of personal upheaval for Streep, following her breakup with actor John Cazale, who passed away from cancer. This loss deeply affected her, and Gummer offered her a sense of stability and support. Their marriage has been characterized by mutual respect and understanding, allowing them to maintain a low profile despite Streep's fame. They have chosen to keep their family life away from the public eye, focusing on their children and their individual careers. Streep has often spoken about the importance of privacy in her life, emphasizing that it helps protect her family from the pressures of Hollywood. This commitment to privacy has allowed them to nurture their relationship and create a loving home environment away from the scrutiny that often accompanies celebrity life. Their bond reflects a deep connection that thrives in the shadows, away from the spotlight. At the age of 26, Meryl Streep made her way to New York City, stepping onto the Broadway stage in 1976. This marked the beginning of her remarkable journey in the world of acting. Before this, she had completed a Master of Fine Arts degree from Yale University in Connecticut. Streep was born in New Jersey to an art editor mother and a pharmaceutical executive father, which provided her with a unique blend of artistic exposure and a professional environment. Interestingly, acting was not her first dream. In her teenage years, she admitted to not fully understanding singing, as she shared in a conversation with Karina Longworth, the author of her 2014 biography. However, her childhood was filled with music from artists like Joni Mitchell, Neil Young, the Beatles, and ABBA. This rich musical background eventually sparked a passion for the performing arts, leading her to embrace acting as her true calling. Her early experiences and influences shaped her into the iconic actress she would become, paving the way for a career filled with diverse roles and critical acclaim. During an interview with Barbara Kinger from Indiana University in 2014, Meryl Streep revealed that she had never envisioned herself working in the realm of film. She shared that while she was always involved in plays, she thought it was vain to aspire to be an actress. Streep candidly admitted that she believed she was too ugly to pursue acting. However, a significant turning point occurred during her involvement in the 1969 university play Miss Julie. This experience sparked something within her, igniting a passion for acting that she had not previously recognized. Clinton Atkinson, Streep's drama professor at Vassar College, noted that her talent was remarkable. He stated, "I don't think anyone ever taught Meryl acting. She really taught herself." This self-driven approach to her craft has been a hallmark of her career, allowing her to become one of the most respected and celebrated actresses in the industry. Her journey reflects a deep personal transformation, showcasing how passion and determination can lead to unexpected paths in life. After graduating from Vassar College, Meryl Streep had a clear plan to attend law school. However, her journey took an unexpected turn. On the morning of her law school admission interview, she overslept, a moment that many can relate to. This twist of fate opened a door she had not fully considered before. Instead of panicking about missing the interview, she seized the opportunity to embrace acting, a passion that had been simmering beneath the surface. With this newfound focus, she applied to Yale's Fine Arts program, where she could fully immerse herself in the world of performance. Streep's decision to pivot from law to acting was not just a change in career path. It was a leap into a realm where she could express herself creatively. This choice ultimately led her to become one of the most celebrated actresses in film history, known for her incredible range and ability to inhabit diverse characters. Her journey illustrates how unexpected moments can lead to life-changing decisions, shaping the course of one's future in ways that are often unforeseen. Embracing her passion for acting allowed Streep to explore her talents and develop a career that would inspire countless others. During her early career, Meryl Streep faced numerous challenges that shaped her artistic identity. She embarked on transformative adventures, including trips to London, where she resorted to busking to sustain herself. This experience was not just about survival. It was a way for her to connect with her craft and seek the attention of theater scouts. These formative experiences laid the groundwork for her future success. Upon returning to the United States, Streep found herself in the vibrant and challenging environment of New York City. The iconic Times Square was just around the corner from her endeavors, serving as a backdrop to her journey. At the age of 26, Streep navigated the shadows behind Broadway stages, immersing herself in the world of theater. Each audition and performance was a step toward honing her skills and building her reputation. The struggles she faced during this time were crucial in developing her resilience and passion for acting, ultimately leading her to become one of the most celebrated actresses in film history. In the early days of New York, the atmosphere of Times Square was vastly different from what it is today. The bright lights and vibrant energy that now define the area were absent, replaced by a more gritty and raw environment. Street hawkers could be seen selling Yankee hats, but they were overshadowed by the presence of go-go bars and sex shops that offered peep shows and adult theaters. This stark contrast painted a picture of a city that was both alluring and unsettling. As Meryl Streep began to immerse herself in the theatrical world, she found herself navigating this complex landscape. The bustling city was alive with opportunities for aspiring actors, yet it was also filled with distractions and challenges. The gritty streets of Times Square were a far cry from the polished performances she would later deliver on stage and screen. Streep's journey into the heart of New York's theater scene was marked by a determination to rise above the chaos surrounding her. The adult entertainment venues and the rough edges of the city served as a backdrop to her early experiences, shaping her understanding of the performing arts. This environment, while tough, also fostered a sense of resilience and creativity that would become hallmarks of her illustrious career. As she honed her craft, the contrast between the world she was entering and the one she was leaving became more pronounced. The vibrant, artistic community she sought to be a part of was emerging amidst the shadows of the city's darker elements. This duality of New York life would influence her performances, adding depth and authenticity to her portrayals. The early New York that Streep encountered was a place of contradictions, where the allure of theater coexisted with the grittiness of urban life. It was a time that would leave an indelible mark on her, shaping not only her career, but also her perspective on the world around her. Streep's early years were marked by determination and resilience. She cast in 6 plays during her inaugural year in New York, showcasing her talent and commitment to her craft. Leaving behind the aspirations of law school, she embraced the world of acting, a decision that would shape her future. More than a decade before Meryl Streep's transformative journey to New York, another aspiring actor, John Cazale, undertook a similar migration. Hailing from the northeastern corner of Massachusetts, Cazale's journey to stardom had its humble beginnings. His acting aspirations led him to study the craft at a university in Boston, where he honed his skills and prepared for the challenges ahead. Upon graduating, he faced the practical need to earn a living, which led him to work as a taxi driver for a time. However, this was a temporary state of affairs for someone with dreams as grand as Cazale's. His determination and resilience mirrored that of Streep, as both navigated the difficult path of pursuing their passions in the competitive world of acting. Their stories reflect the struggles and triumphs that define the journey of many artists. At the age of 23, Cazale's breakthrough came in 1959 at Boston's Charles Playhouse. He delivered a performance as George Gibbs in Our Town that left an indelible mark on audiences and critics alike. The renowned critic Jean-Pierre Franquin hailed this performance as part of a revolution not soon to be forgotten. He described Cazale's portrayal as absolutely stupendous, hilarious, touching, and thrilling. With his dark hair and a hint of melancholy in his eyes, Cazale emerged as a comedian of the first order. This early success inspired him to set his sights on the vibrant landscape of New York City, where he would continue to hone his craft and make a name for himself in the theater and film industries. His talent and unique presence would soon capture the attention of directors and audiences, paving the way for a remarkable career that would leave a lasting legacy in the world of acting. In 1965, John Cazale was on a journey that would shape his life and career. He diversified his income by working as a photographer while tirelessly searching for acting opportunities. His dedication led him to embark on a nationwide tour with the play The Sign in Sidney Preston's window. Upon his return to New York, he juggled the role of a messenger on the production of Standard Oil. It was during this time that he serendipitously crossed paths with Al Pacino, who was on the brink of becoming a Hollywood heavyweight. This encounter marked the beginning of a monumental collaboration between the two actors. Reflecting on their time together, Pacino remarked that he learned more about acting from Cazale than from anyone else. He noted that with Cazale, it was often unclear where acting began and where it ended. Cazale had a remarkable ability to become whoever he was playing, leaving others to wonder where he was during rehearsals. Then he would just transform into the character, showcasing his incredible talent and dedication to the craft. Their partnership not only influenced their careers, but also left a lasting impact on the world of acting. As Meryl Streep navigated the halls of Yale in 1971, she was also contemplating her future in the world of acting. During this time, a keen-eyed casting director in a small Manhattan theater recognized the transformative talent of another actor, who would soon become a significant figure in the film industry. This actor was Al Pacino, who was being considered for the role of Fredo Corleone in the highly anticipated film adaptation of Mario Puzo's novel, The Godfather. The casting director saw that this actor had a unique ability to embody his characters fully, making him a perfect fit for the complex role of Fredo. The film, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, was released in 1972 and featured a stellar cast, including the legendary Marlon Brando, who played the iconic role of Vito Corleone. The collaboration between Coppola, Pacino, and Brando resulted in a cinematic masterpiece that would go on to become a classic in American cinema. The success of The Godfather led to a sequel, The Godfather Part 2, which further explored the intricate dynamics of the Corleone family and solidified the film's legacy. Meryl Streep's journey in the acting world was just beginning, but the impact of The Godfather and its cast would resonate throughout her career and the industry as a whole. The film not only showcased the talents of its actors, but also set a new standard for storytelling in cinema, influencing countless filmmakers and actors in the years to come. In the vibrant world of 1970s Broadway, two talented individuals found their paths intertwined in a remarkable way. Meryl Streep, a recent graduate with dreams of making her mark in the theater, and John Cazale, a critically acclaimed film star, came together in a unique moment of artistic collaboration. This convergence of their worlds was not just a chance encounter, it was a significant event in the cultural landscape of the time. The New York Shakespeare Festival, under the visionary leadership of producer and director Joseph Papp, aimed to make Shakespeare's works accessible to everyone. This initiative was revolutionary, as it sought to break down barriers and invite the masses to experience the beauty of the Bard's plays. In June 1976, both Meryl Streep and John Cazale were cast in Shakespeare's Measure for Measure. This production was part of the festival's mission to bring classic literature to the public for free, allowing a diverse audience to engage with the timeless themes and characters of Shakespeare. The collaboration between Streep and Cazale was not only a meeting of two talented actors, but also a reflection of the spirit of the era, where art was seen as a means of connection and community. Their performances in this production contributed to the festival's legacy and showcased the power of theater to inspire and entertain. The experience on stage was a pivotal moment for Streep, who would go on to become one of the most celebrated actresses in film history, while Cazale's impactful career continued to resonate in the hearts of audiences. This shared journey in the world of theater marked the beginning of a significant chapter in both their lives, highlighting the importance of collaboration and the transformative power of the arts. The New York Shakespeare Festival not only provided a platform for their talents, but also created a cultural tapestry that celebrated creativity and accessibility in the performing arts. In this production, Meryl Streep took on the role of Isabella, a nun, while Cazale portrayed Angelo, a morally compromised judge entrusted with the city's governance. Their theatrical collaboration provided a stage for their personal connection, allowing them to explore complex themes of morality and justice. The dynamic between Isabella and Angelo highlighted the struggles of virtue against corruption, making the performance both compelling and thought-provoking. Actor Marvin Starkman later shared that once he was in that play, the only thing he talked about was her. This reflects the impact Streep had on her fellow actors, drawing them into her world and the depth of her character. The chemistry between Streep and Cazale was palpable, enhancing the emotional weight of the narrative. Their performances resonated with audiences, showcasing the power of theater to connect individuals on both personal and artistic levels. The collaboration not only enriched their careers, but also left a lasting impression on those who witnessed their work together. In the captivating narrative of Shakespeare's Measure for Measure, the character of Angelo stands as a morally compromised judge who enforces a strict law against premarital sex. This law leads to the harsh punishment of Isabella's brother, who is sentenced to death for violating it. When Isabella pleads for her brother's life, Angelo reveals his hypocrisy by proposing a disturbing deal. He offers to spare her brother in exchange for sexual favors. This moment highlights the dark complexities of power and morality within the play. Isabella, however, is not easily manipulated. She outsmarts Angelo, exposing his true nature to the city and challenging the very foundations of his authority. Reflecting on their onstage dynamics, Meryl Streep later shared her thoughts on the performance, stating that she believes she acted perfectly. This sentiment speaks to the deep connection she felt with her co-star, John Cazale. Cazale, in turn, affectionately dubbed Streep a delicious robot, capturing the unique chemistry that fueled their artistic collaboration. Offstage, their friendship blossomed into a profound romantic connection, marked by shared laughter and an overwhelming, earth-shaking love that enriched both their personal and professional lives. Al Pacino, observing the happiness of Meryl Streep and her partner, remarked that they seemed so joyful that it felt like they could accomplish anything together. Their love story began to unfold as Streep moved into Cazale's Tribeca apartment on the Lower West Side of New York City. Despite a notable age and experience gap of 14 years, they formed a deep connection. They made a solemn pact to marry once they secured their next major roles in their acting careers. This commitment reflected their shared aspirations and the bond they were building. Pacino later reflected on Cazale's foresight, suggesting that he might have sensed something about the future, an intuition regarding the challenges that lay ahead. Notably, Cazale expressed a reluctance to have children, which added complexity to their relationship. This dynamic between them showcased the intricacies of love, ambition, and personal choices in the world of acting. Their journey together was marked by both promise and uncertainty, illustrating the delicate balance between personal desires and professional aspirations. Their days were filled with romantic dinners in Little Italy, where restaurant patrons, awed by the presence of the charismatic duo, would often waive the bill and engage in conversations with them in Italian. As they strolled the city's pavements, they were deeply engaged in discussions about work, bills, and shared dreams for the future. Meryl Streep and John Cazale, described by playwright Israel Horovitz as a quirky couple with a unique charm, navigated the challenges of life together. Their distinctive and endearing appearance made them a captivating pair, drawing attention for their offbeat charm. However, beneath the surface of their outwardly joyous moments, a shadow loomed over Cazale. As he performed in Agamemnon on Broadway, an ominous feeling settled in. Simultaneously, Streep took the stage nearby in the ironically titled musical Happy End. Their love story was marked by both the sweetness of shared experiences and the weight of impending sorrow, creating a complex tapestry of romance and reality that defined their time together. Amid conversations about work, bills, and holiday plans, a darker reality emerged for John Cazale. The unmanageable illness compelled him to miss performances in May 1977, prompting a visit to the doctor with Meryl Streep and producer Joseph Papp by his side. The diagnosis was devastating lung cancer that had metastasized to the bones. The news struck like a sudden paralyzing blow, leaving Pap to remark that it felt like being struck dead on the spot. In the face of such adversity, Cazale fell silent, grappling with the weight of the situation. However, Streep, known for her resilience, defied despair. Looking up, she uttered a simple yet profound question: "So where should we go to dinner?" With that, they pressed on, determined to face the challenges ahead together. Streep's ability to find a glimmer of normalcy in the midst of crisis showcased her strength and compassion as she supported Cazale through his illness while navigating the complexities of their shared lives and careers. Despite his ailing health, Cazale was presented with a significant opportunity, a major role in the 1978 film The Deer Hunter alongside Robert De Niro. This role should have been their ticket to marriage, but instead, it became a bittersweet prospect as it meant precious time slipping away. In a poignant gesture, Streep accepted a role in the same film, portraying a character she disliked, just to be close to her ailing lover. She understood that time was precious during this challenging period. Al Pacino continued his unwavering support, accompanying Cazale to radiation appointments. Streep, deeply committed, stood by Cazale's side at every conceivable moment, providing solace and companionship during the trials of his illness. The severity of Cazale's condition could no longer be concealed, and the producers of The Deer Hunter hesitated, facing concerns about casting an ailing Cazale. They initially refused to insure him. However, Streep took a bold stand, threatening to quit the project unless Cazale remained part of the cast. Reports, though unconfirmed yet persistent, suggest that Robert De Niro stepped in to cover Cazale's insurance costs. In reflection, De Niro acknowledged that Cazale was sicker than anyone had realized, but he wanted him to be part of the project. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, Streep insisted that all of Cazale's scenes be filmed first. She was fully aware that he might not live to witness the completion of the film. Despite the challenges they faced, the commitment to capturing Cazale's contribution to the film prevailed. Tragically, Cazale's life concluded before the completion of The Deer Hunter. The film, however, went on to achieve critical acclaim, earning 5 Academy Award nominations. The poignant reality remained that Cazale never witnessed the culmination of his work, leaving a bittersweet legacy in the film industry. The dedication of the cast and crew to honor his talent and spirit became a testament to their respect for his artistry and the impact he had on their lives. As the final chapter of John Cazale's life unfolded, it transpired within a cocoon of profound intimacy. Meryl Streep yearned to step away from her work and be by the side of her ailing love. However, the relentless burden of medical bills cast a shadow over their difficult circumstances. Faced with the heart-wrenching decision between dedicating more time to her boyfriend in his final moments and meeting the financial obligations crucial for his survival, the weight of this choice was devastating. In a reluctant move, she agreed to take on a lead role in the miniseries Holocaust, a decision driven purely by the urgent need for financial support. The filming took place in Austria, a circumstance that added to the complexity of the situation, as John Cazale's frailty prevented him from joining her. Meryl's heart was torn between her love for John and the demands of her career, illustrating the profound struggle many face when love and responsibility collide in the most challenging of times. Stoically enduring the challenging circumstances, Meryl Streep refrained from voicing her inner turmoil. In her own words, she later expressed the unrelenting grimness of the material, which only deepened her silent agony. Filming on location at an actual concentration camp during such a challenging period struck a profound chord, intensifying the emotional strain she bore. Spending an unexpectedly extended 12 months in Austria, Streep grappled with the enduring separation from her beloved. Each passing day became a poignant reminder of irreversible moments slipping away. The toll on her mental well-being was palpable. She felt as if she were losing her sanity. The worsening condition of John heightened her distress, adding to the weight of her experiences. The atmosphere around her was heavy with sorrow, and the stories she portrayed resonated deeply within her. Each scene was a reminder of the pain and suffering endured by many, and this connection made her performance all the more challenging. The emotional burden she carried was immense, and it left a lasting impact on her psyche. Upon returning to New York, Meryl Streep faced the stark reality that time was running out for her partner, John Cazale. In a deeply emotional moment, she made the poignant decision to take a significant hiatus from her work. This extended period was dedicated to maximizing their time together, even going so far as to move into the hospital during his final days. This choice showcased Streep's unwavering commitment to being by his side until the very end. Before Christmas of 1977, Streep and Cazale cocooned themselves against the world, seeking comfort in each other's embrace. They refrained from taking on any professional commitments, allowing their love to flourish in the quiet moments they shared. As snowflakes gently descended upon the city that had witnessed the inception of their love story, they found solace in their Tribeca apartment. This time together was filled with tenderness and reflection as they cherished every fleeting moment, creating a sanctuary of love amidst the challenges they faced. During a challenging period, Streep stood by Cazale's side, attending every medical radiation and chemotherapy appointment. This time was filled with deep emotions as the couple shared a profound bond. Streep's commitment to Cazale was unwavering, showcasing a love that was both powerful and touching. Al Pacino, reflecting on what he witnessed, found it overwhelming to see Streep's dedication to Cazale. As the reality of Cazale's health began to decline, the couple created a protective space around themselves. This insulation helped them cope with the harsh truths of his deteriorating condition. Streep, deeply connected to Cazale, admitted that she was so close to him that she did not notice the gradual changes in his health. Their journey together during this poignant time highlighted the strength of their relationship and the depth of their love, even as they faced the inevitable challenges ahead. Their shared cocoon became both a refuge and a shield against the encroaching cold of reality until the onset of March in 1978. When the exigencies of John Cazale's health necessitated full-time care. Admitted to a cancer treatment hospital, the inevitable unfolded in the early hours of March 12th. At 3:00 a.m., the doctor uttered the solemn words, "He's gone." Michael Schulman delved into the heart-wrenching narrative in Her Again, becoming Meryl Streep, who penned a poignant passage encapsulating the final moments of Cazale, and the profound sorrow that engulfed a 28-year-old Streep. In a desperate attempt to defy the irreversible, Streep pounded on Cazale's chest, engulfed in sobs. In a fleeting, disconcerting moment, John opened his eyes and uttered weakly, "It's all right, Meryl." Then, with a gentle closure of his eyes, he succumbed to the inevitability of life's end. Streep's first call in the wake of this heart-wrenching loss was to Cazale's brother, Stephen. Through tears, she lamented, "I tried," expressing her deep sorrow. Cazale departed, leaving an indelible void. Streep reflected on the uniqueness of his essence, remarking, "He wasn't like anybody I'd ever met. It was the specificity of him, his humanity, and his curiosity about people that stood out." Al Pacino echoed similar sentiments about his acting partner, an older brother figure, saying, "He was my acting partner, but he was like my older brother too." Pacino reflected on Cazale's grounded nature, stating, "He had a great sense of reality. All he wanted was to act next to him for the rest of his life." A year after John Cazale's passing, Meryl Streep spoke openly about the deep impact his death had on her life during an interview with People. She expressed that the loss was still very much present in her mind, stating that it forced her to confront her own mortality. This realization changed her perspective on life. Following this difficult time, Streep sought solace by retreating to a friend's place in Canada. However, she soon returned to face the unexpected eviction from the loft she had shared with Cazale. This situation presented her with the daunting task of packing up years of shared memories. During this challenging period, Streep's brother came to her aid, accompanied by his friend, sculptor Don Gummer. Although their connection did not spark immediately, it did not take long for feelings to develop. As noted by Schulman, they began communicating through letters while Gummer traveled. Upon his return, Streep found refuge in Gummer's apartment. It was during this time that she embarked on the demanding filming of Kramer vs. Kramer, a role that would ultimately earn her the first Oscar of her remarkable career. Gummer reflected on this time, saying that he was aware of Streep's heartbreak over John's death, and that he did what he could to help her. He quickly realized that he was falling in love with her. Hailing from Louisville, Kentucky, Don Gummer was raised among 5 brothers, which likely shaped his artistic sensibilities. His journey as an artist took him from Indiana to Boston, ultimately leading him to Yale, where he graduated in 1973. That year marked a significant milestone in his career with his inaugural solo art show, showcasing his talent and dedication to sculpture. In the early 1970s, Gummer was married to a woman named Peggy. During this time, he extended his support to Meryl Streep, who was grieving the loss of her partner, John Cazale. This act of kindness would have a profound impact on both their lives. 6 months after their initial meeting, a pivotal moment unfolded when Meryl Streep and Don Gummer were wed. They exchanged vows in the garden of her parents' home in September 1978. Despite some friends questioning whether this union was merely a rebound, Streep's mother, as recounted by Shulman, expressed deeper concerns, wondering what her daughter was thinking. The swift nature of their marriage did strain Streep's relationship with her mother, but any reservations about their union were proven unfounded. Streep, then 29 years old, reflected on her feelings, stating, "I haven't got over John's death, but I've got to go on living, and Don has showed me how to do that." This sentiment highlighted the importance of Gummer's presence in her life during a challenging time, marking the beginning of a partnership that would endure through the years. During their wedding, Meryl Streep, now 74, embarked on a remarkable journey that would see her carve an illustrious career in the film industry. Over the years, she has amassed countless awards, including 3 Oscars, making her the most nominated actress of all time. Her accolades extend beyond the Oscars, as she has also received 2 British Academy Film Awards, 9 Golden Globe Awards, and 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards. In 2016, she was honored with the Cecil B. DeMille Award for her significant contributions to filmmaking, a testament to her impact on the industry. Her husband, Don Gummer, now 76, has played a steadfast role in the background of her life and career. He has been a constant presence, often marked by an unfamiliar figure and a dry, humorous smile. Their union has lasted 45 years, and even though they have been separated for more than 6 years, as confirmed by a representative, their connection endures. It is characterized by mutual care and respect. Their last public appearance together took place at the 2018 Academy Awards, showcasing the bond they continue to share despite the challenges they have